Hi there, welcome to Made by Granat. It's Anna here, and we are continuing Christmas Journals 2025 today. These are the two journals that I'm working on for now, and I believe last week we started to make pages for the ring-bound journal. Since then I have a pile of stuff over here that's gonna go in here that we will work on today. I have a bunch of stuff, and some of them already have some reinforcements and some don't. And this journal, I got the comment that through the lens this almost looked like an angel, and that made me think that maybe I shouldn't change the cover. I might put some lace on the spine, not to reinforce it because it's in amazingly good shape, but just to make it look more Christmassy. I don't know, maybe I will do something, but if it's an angel, I think it belongs there. What I have done since then is that I have taken out pages from the original text block and I have reinforced them. And this was a choral book, so we have choral music, which is lovely for Christmas. Love that washi tape, by the way. Look at that, with the gold and the stripes and the plaid. Love it. I have also made the pages out of tea-dyed paper. I've had two A4 sized papers, cut them down and then fold them to make extensions. And I have used some that are lace dyed as well. And then I have picked out some more papers. So if we have time today, we will go through those as well and start putting in things that I have, and more pages, of course. Lots of extending pages in this one because not many papers are this format, right? So this will be lying here looking pretty. And then we'll have our lovely ring-bound antique French journal. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see it on a camera, but some of it is more muted down here than up here. And I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit more to make the gold pop a bit. And I will also have to find the end papers for this. I picked them out and then I put them somewhere in one of my many piles of paper. So we're gonna actually take out the papers that we have, because these are in wrong order. Of course they are. We have the original first page, that will be first, of course. And we have the original last page that says fin, which means fini, which means end, the end. And we have some other pages we did. I have put in some tea-dyed bullet journal paper, that's the name. And then we have the psalm book, we have the little Santas. We did this last time, I don't have to go through them, but Jonas England, we have music, that's a pull out and a little stamp there. And this one is from Rovaniemi, which is where the Santa lives. And we have this pretty one that we covered up the back a bit. So we have some fun pages here, but not very many, right? So I'm going to show you what I already did off camera and put it in here, and then we can continue. So this is a lace sample page I did, and it's a bit scruffy, to be honest, but I still love it. And I added this little CR for Christmas, and I added these, and that's a French laundry label, and these little Tim Holtz labels, and pulled the hose in those. So on the back side is covered. Sorry, my English today. I have been it's been a really busy day, week at work, so I'm a bit tired today. But this really belongs in a Christmas journal, so it will go in here somewhere. I have this. This is an envelope with a small Christmas card in. Handwritten, very, very old, probably antique, or it is antique. And I just put this Tim Holtz ephemera here and put a hole in it. It says, I wonder if it's 1936. I believe it's older than that, but that will go in as a little thing. Maybe not together with that, but somewhere. I will try to move things around. And here we have some more pages from the original text block that I just put some hole reinforcers on and made holes. This is one of the illustrations. Here we have the fly leaves. So those will go in somewhere, somehow. We also have tea-dyed papers. A couple of them, too. More writing space. You can write on the back of most of these, but here we have a note paper to-do list with Christmassy theme. That will go in for extra journaling space. This is a small thin journaling card that I had in my stash for years and years. No idea where it came from. Here I took some ledger and I added rice paper on it. And I absolutely love how that turned out with the tattered edges and so. So both writable pages and decorative pages. And this is what I haven't fixed yet. So I thought I would start by sorting these into that pile, and then we can make a few pages together until we lose the light, because I'm late today in filming because I have been so tired. I have fetched a package because I have actually did 2 auctions online again that I won, and I will do a thrift haul probably tomorrow. So let's see what we want here. Maybe we can have that one. I want to be a mix between the decorative pages and the, oh right, I want the original text block as well, of course. Fleur de Paris, and those are double-sided. And I think I want to, on this page, I want to make a pocket on the back. So, I want to sort the other ones first, of course. Stop, Anna. I'm going to put that one. And we have that one, and then we can have a fly leaf. I'm just talking to myself while I'm doing this. And that one, and that, and then we can have that one. Okay. So where is the page that I want to make into a pocket? Here it is. Okay, I missed that one. Okay, I will probably move these around later. But this one needs a pocket. And I was thinking, how about this glassine envelope? Could do some decorations on it. This is vintage as well and really yellowed. And I think I'm just going to glue this down on 2 sides. And then it can be a text button behind as well. Or maybe I should glue it down on 3 sides. And I'm going to put this vintage postcard in it. Really pretty with the church and the snow. So that will go in there. I think it will fit. Yes, it fits. I have so many antique postcards and vintage postcards, Christmas cards, so I'm going to have to use them. Use it up. So I think I'm going to just glue it down. And here I have the spine. This is in miserable shape. It's just thin paper. So I was thinking maybe I can somehow use that. Nah, I don't know. It's not decorative at all, except that it's red. Now I got an idea. Yes, 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 yes. So this will be glued down. That one will be sticking up a bit, so I'm gonna have to glue it down here. And now I hope things won't start to fall over now. Tim Holtz flowers. Okay. Let me just get something to put them in so that I easily can pick them up. Let's put them in here, because I know the sound of the plastic can be really annoying, so I'm going to just pour them in here for now, get that out of the way. So my idea I had when I saw this is glue it down, maybe even glue the flap down, I don't know, I'm not sure, I haven't decided, and then put something, for instance like this, down in the corner for decoration. Wouldn't that be pretty? And a label down here. A little label. Maybe we can do something. I have these gotten somewhere, and I have these, and I have never used these because they're white, very, very white, but in Christmas white is really nice. Maybe not. I can do these maybe. Sorry, I just got ideas while sitting down, and this goes that way, I believe. Could also use a different flower, could use poinsettias. This one is nice as well, because I don't want to go with the holes. Let me just see what I have here. Maybe, oops, but I did like this one. Which way is up? Maybe we can do that. That would work, like so. And label. Oh, I wish I had Christmassy labels. Would be, maybe I had some stickers somewhere or something. Oh, I can see if we can use some on this. 25 cents each. Yeah, that could work. Or maybe something a bit more yellowed. Peppermint. No, that's too big. So I'm just trying to quickly leaf through this because light is slowly moving away. I didn't like any of these. Maybe the 25th. No, that would cover up too much. I think could do this maybe. That covers up a bit. Or the one of the tiny little cards, Mary. Maybe believe, since it's a church. Yeah, that will be it. Okay? Use what you got. So we have a suggestion, and we will now glue things down. Okay. Sorry, I believe my dog saw something outside. Probably a cat. Sorry. I hope you don't pick that up on the camera. I'm gonna talk to him. Give me a second. Hello. Okay. Okay, he didn't stop. Inking, maybe a little bit of inking, because why not? Just a touch of it, whatever is left on the brush. Why like this? It would be so cute. I'm up with that a bit. So I'm gonna start by glue this down. And am I going to use Art Glitter Glue? I wonder if the page will handle something else. Yeah. Let's do 2 sides, just in case someone wants to tuck something inside or back behind it. The new owner. So let's put it here. Don't forget to put the pin on the glue either. And then we will do this one, like so. And I don't mind it sticking out a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Because of course the pages should be decorated, at least some of them, just not put a bunch of pages together. There we go. And that slipped a bit on the glassine. Okay, and then we have our Believe. Just going to check. It sticks out a little bit. I think that's cute. So this one will go under here. Believe in the miracle of Christmas. So have you guys started? No, of course you haven't. You haven't even had your Thanksgiving yet, I believe, in the US. Canada had theirs, I know. We don't have Thanksgiving at all. So that is pretty. I think that's pretty. And you can take the church out, okay? And you can also put something behind here, if you like. Okay, good. Then we have one pocket at least. Perfect. Now let's make some new pages then. Where do I want to start? I don't know. I have no idea. I pulled up this. This is a piece of a wallpaper, and I think it's actually quite Christmassy with the gold and the silver and the. I think might be antique actually. So I am just going to measure that is the correct size, and then I'm going to make some holes. Yeah, that's really good. I'm going to make holes with my template, and then I think I'm going to reinforce it as well. Sorry about my sniffly nose, by the way. It's been like that since this morning's dog walk. I'm home alone with one of the dogs. We're having a nice time. This morning he woke me up at 7:30, I believe the clock was, and cuddled in bed for a while, and then I gave him his breakfast, and we took a nice long walk outside, about an hour, and then I had my breakfast, so win-win. I think that is really pretty. Maybe I will put some reinforcers in the back though, but this is a nice quality thick paper. where did I put the hole reinforcers? There they are. I'm just going to get them there, just in case it breaks or gets ripped. Okay, we have one more. What else do we have? We have an envelope, and this one was so bad shape, such a bad shape. So I already reinforced it. I reinforced this side and this side with masking tape. You can't even see it, just feel it. And I have opened up the other two sides, and I mended a small tear there with my full vintage cellophane tape. And now I'm going to put on something to hold it into the journal. I think it's about the right size, yeah. So that will be another big pocket. Question is what I want to use. It would be fun with stamps, right? Since it's envelope. We already have one envelope. So I'm just looking around to see if I can find a good Christmas stamp. I also have an idea to use some tape, but no. Let's see if we can find something in here. We have these as well. Could be fun. Because there can be too many stamps in a journal, can't it? Oh, if I had more of these, that could be fun. Do I have more of these? Probably somewhere, right? They are in every package, or have been for many years. If I hold the bigger papers and shake down the small one, let me know if you see one. Thank you. Perfect. Let's use those. And I want to make sure I have them in the right height. So I'm going to make little marks like so, where I can add them, and then I'm going to make the holes. Like so. Oops. So how has your week been? I have been really busy at work, super busy. And I just realized that I did a boo-boo. I'm gonna get these won't be glued down all the way, right? Oh, I'm gluing here instead of here. Look at that. I thought I was being careful. I wasn't. I can't talk and craft at the same time, obviously. So embarrassing. Let's just hope that this... I could have made the holes beforehand, of course, but yeah, let's hope it works like I think it would. So once again, I'm going to use the template and see where the holes will go on the extensions there. Yeah, that will work. That will work. Because the reason I do this is that I don't want to punch hole in the envelope itself. Let's toss those out. Yeah, nice. 2 more. And that doesn't need any more decorations, I think. What else do we have? We have some stuff. I have this image that I think is absolutely beautiful. Merry Christmas. And it's a Christmas tree and a husband and a wife and a kid, and they're decorating the tree. So I am going to cover this back with something so that it is writable. I think I would use this. This is just a paper pad, but it's really, it's quite fragile, so I wouldn't want to use it on its own, but I use it to cover things because it's thin and nice quality. And I could actually use that. I have a few tear-offs here, but I have used pieces of it, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to just start by gluing with my glue stick and then plop it down onto the paper and then tear it. There we go. So I really enjoy this weekend on my own now because, as I said, it's been a really busy week. I've had a few new not tasks, but I'm responsible for quite a big project all of a sudden for the whole for my work, so that will take a lot of time. Plus it is now winter soon, so we will have more and more darker evenings. Tomorrow we will do daylight savings, not daylight savings, the other way. We will pull the clock back tonight, and that means that it will be even darker in the evenings or in the mornings. Oh, I don't. No, it will be lighter. I'm tired. So anyway, we will see how much I will be able to film. I know that Wednesdays will probably be okay for a while more, and weekends hopefully. So we will hope for that. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. And that won't need reinforcement because that's double paper. There we go. What else do we have? We have some more stuff. I want to make the pocket. Somehow I want to add doily because that's really white and crispy and Christmassy. We have this. This is a 49 Market paper. Came up in a paper pack, and I think that's Christmassy, isn't it? So I think I'm going to add that somewhere. Maybe I can just add it as it is, but I think it might be too big. A smidge too big. So I think I'm gonna see if I can find my little cutter and cut off a smidgy, and then just add it as it is. Because you can journal on the back of this. Right? Let's see if it fits. Yes, it does. Did I cut it? No, I didn't cut it crooked. Whew. Just did I cut that crooked? So this is such a fun project. I love making ring bound journals. The first one took a while. I did it as my UFOs last year, because when I did my Christmas journals, I started my UFO project, finish up all my unfinished journals or unfinished objects, and I remember that was one of the objects that I finished, and it was really fun, and I think I'm going to make more of that. So what do I want to add to that? Did I have anything on my little tray here? Maybe. Or should we just go with the whole reinforcers? Maybe we should. Well, maybe I should. I have some that are still white. I could go in and color them red or green. I think I have some red ink that I could use. Maybe I should do that when the light is away. I don't have any more light. So here we have a piece of scrap that's gold and craft paper, absolutely gorgeous. But I want to use this to cover up the back of this, because I think it will be pretty both sides then. And this is just a page from a book, and these photos are from Christmas. So I'm gonna glue it down, and then we're gonna cut it to the right size. Okay, this is a vintage postcard picture of a farm or a homestead in winter. So that could also be fun to use and just add as it is. Maybe we should do that first. No, I can do this. I can do it. Let's just see if the paper has any up and down. No, it doesn't. It's Christmas. In Swedish, it's called julros. Christmas rose. I think it's called something else. Hellebore, maybe? Can that be it? It blossoms in winter. Really beautiful white plant. Let's see if we can slide this into place like so, and let's make sure it sticks. Yep. And now we can cut it using the cutter. Even it out a bit. There we go. Pretty. And now let's make some holes into both this and this. And then we can add them into the general pile. All kinds of things in this journal. I think it's really fun. Fun. And I hope I have time tomorrow to do more than the thrift haul. Because I want to do a thrift haul and get those things out of the way. And then I want to work on the bigger journal there as well. Oh, I didn't punch in this one. should we sort this little pile into the text block, if you can call it that. Journaling space. Could do something pretty in front of that. This one, then that. This one. Music. Could do the photo there. So there's both genuine ephemera, book pages, scrapbooking paper, lots of different things in this journal. You can journal on here. Put that one. This one. Let's add the envelope. This little one, oh, it's so cute. That, and then we can add this one. And that. And journaling and the wallpaper. So we are adding up to the size of this. Let's just, yeah. That will be a few more pages. I think these and maybe something else can come in. Maybe I can do one of those cards in here. Yeah, I'm gonna go find one and put it in for extra journaling space. Okay, that will have to be it. The light is almost gone. It's dark in the room, but light thanks to that I'm sitting next to the window. Thank you all so much for being with me on this short and sweet video. I will be back hopefully tomorrow with more Christmas journal crafting and a thrift haul if you're lucky. Okay, thank you all for being with me. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.